Okay, so welcome to this video. This is Dr. Kiran here, and in this video we are going to see the problems on averages. We'll see from basic to moderate to advanced, right? So there are examples which will be solved with traditional method as well and with tricks also, right? So keep going on, guys. So first question comes up here. If the total marks of 35 students is 2800, find the average marks per student. Quite basic question. So what is average? We know average is equal to sum of all terms divided by number of terms. Sum of all terms divided by number of terms, right? So what is given to if the total marks of 35 students, so number of students are given as 35, right? And the total marks is 2800. Total marks is 2800. So this is going to give us average. Directly we are given a total and number of students, right? So if you can observe this is multiple of 7 and this is multiple of 7. 7 5 35, 7 4 28, and this is 400. So 5 8 40, so 80 is 80, right? Very much basic question, guys, very much basic question. Let's move forward. What's the average of 379403 and this, right? So one method is just a simple method, 379 plus 403 plus 389 plus 411 plus 427, right? Divided by whatever it is, 5 terms are there, right? This is one of the method of calculating average, right, with the simple formula. But if you check our concept videos, you will come to know there is also another way of calculating these type of problems, which is using assumed mean, right? So what is that assumed mean? We have to assume some specific mean, some specific average from the given numbers, given terms, right? So as these numbers are close to each other, we can always go with this method, right? Always go with this method. Let's see. So let's assume the mean as 400, right? So our assumed mean is 400. Now this number is how far from 400? That is our assumed mean is minus 21. This number is plus 3. This is minus 11. This is plus 11, and this is plus 27, right? This is plus 27. So we'll have to add up all these deviations, positive and negative, right? So if you add this will goes out, right? Plus 11 minus 11. So what remains is plus 30 and minus 21. So this addition is plus 9, right? So net deviation is plus 9. How many terms are there? There are 5 terms in all, right? So this deviation will be distributed among these 5 terms, that is 1.4. This is plus 1.4. So our actual average will be this assumed mean plus the distributed deviation of plus 1.4. So this will become 401.4. This is our average. So 401.8. Sorry, 401.8. Right? This division is 401.8. So this is our answer, right? Hope you are getting this point. Next one. If the average of 81, 93, 99 and x is 87, right? Find x. Again, we have 2 methods. Go with traditional one way first. So average of these 4 terms is given as 87. So average into number of terms is equal to sum of all the terms, right? That we have learned. So what is the average? Average is 87. How many terms are there? There are 4 terms in all. So this will give us the total number of or sum of all the terms, right? So 4 into 87, this multiplication can be done like this. This is minus 3 from 90. 90 into 4 is 360. Minus 3 into 4 is minus 12. So this becomes 348, right? This becomes 348, right? These are very much shortcut tricks, guys. Try to learn this. Now what is given to us is these 4 terms, 81 plus 93 plus 99 plus x. The total of these 4 terms is 348, right? This is 81, right? This is 81. 81, 93, 99, x is equal to this. So 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 9 is 13, carry 1, 1 plus 9, 10, 10 plus 9 is, this is 27, 273 plus x is equal to 348. So x would be equal to 5 and this is 7, right? X is 75. So this one term is 75, right? This should be the answer. The another approach to solve this is very much shortcut trick. I hope you are understanding this, right? This is pretty much simple and pretty much fundamental thing to do, right? There is one more method you can go with. As we know, these are four terms: 81, 93, 99 and x, and average of these terms is 87, right? And if you watch our concept video, we have given that the deviation from these terms should be nullified, that should be equal to 0 as compared to average. So what does this mean? 81 is how far from 87? Minus 6. 93 is how far from 87? Plus 6. 99 is how far from 87? Is plus 12, right? So these deviations should get nullified. That means addition of these deviations should be equal to 0, right? So if you add these deviation, minus 6 plus 6 will be 0. This is plus 12. So these terms should be minus 12 from 87, right? Minus 12 from 87, which happens to be 75. That's the answer, right? No need to do this, but we have to understand this first, right? To make the tricks work. Let's go ahead. Find the average of all the numbers between 16 and 304 which are divisible by 5. Let's see. So which are divisible by 5? Which is first term in this range? We are given a range of 16 to 304, right? And the number should be divisible by 5. Which is first number which is divisible? Next number 25. Next number 30. What will be the last number? That is 300, right? If we observe, what is difference here? Plus 5. What is difference here? Plus 5, right? So in all the consecutive terms, the difference is plus 5 only. That means these terms are in arithmetic progression. These terms are in arithmetic progression. So if terms are in arithmetic progression, average is equal to either middle term or first term plus last term divided by 2, right? If terms are in arithmetic progression, average is either middle term or first term plus last term divided by 2. And we know these terms are in arithmetic progression, so average will be first term plus last term divided by 2. That is 160. 320 divided by 2 is 160, and that is our answer, right? Hope you are getting this. Let's move forward. Average of all the multiples of 10 from 2 to 198. Again, a very much simple example. 10 to 2 to 198. What is first multiple is 10. Next multiple is 20. Next multiple 30. What will be the last multiple in this range? Is 190. So can we say all these terms are in of having common difference of 10? That means they are in arithmetic progression. If terms are in arithmetic progression, average is equal to first term plus last term divided by 2. That is 190. That is 100 is the average. That's it. Let's move forward. The mean of 50 observation was 36. It was later found that an observation 48 was wrongly taken as 23. The corrected new mean is, right? So to go with traditional way first, we'll see traditional way. So the mean of, that is average of 50 observation, number of observation are 50 and average is 36. So the total would become 36 into 50, that is 1800. This is the total, right? But it was later found that an observation 48 was wrongly taken as 23. So 48 was expected, this was expected, but wrongly taken as 23. Taken as 23. So we have taken 25 less. We have taken 25 less, so we have to add this effect, the correct total. This is correct total, right? Correct total of 50 observations, correct total of 50 observation. So what will be the new average, right? So dividing this 1825 by 50 will get the correct average, and that will happens to be 36.5, right? So dividing this, but there is also another way which is very much shortcut way to do this. What is total number of students? 50. This is total number of students. What is addition we have to make to correct this? 25 is the addition. So this 25 is going to get distributed among this 25, sorry, this 25 is going to get distributed among these 50 students, right? So 25 has to be distributed among 50 students, that is per student addition is 0.5. What is initial average is 36. What is addition now? 0.5. What is new average is 36.5, right? So I hope you are getting this point. Plus 25 was to be distributed, that was additional 25 we need to distribute it in the actual mean, that is a previous mean, among 50 students, among 50 observation. That means plus per observation we are adding 0.5. So our new average would be 36.5. I hope you are understanding these things. Let's move forward. A pupil's marks were wrongly entered as 83 instead of 63. Okay, so actually taken, these are taken marks, right? Instead of 63, that was expected. Expected was this. So what is addition? 20 is the addition. Let's see. Due to that, the average marks for the class got increased by half. Okay, due to this addition of 20, every student got 0.5 extra, right? So how many students would have been there? If 20 are distributed like 0.5 among available students, there must be 40 number of students. So that's the answer. I hope you're getting. Otherwise, there is a conventional way to do this. Let's say there are n number of students, and the average marks is x, right? So the total marks is nx, right? These are total marks. But we are the 20 marks were wrongly taken as extra, so we have to subtract that. The total will get reduced by nx minus 20. There are again n number of students only, and the average would be x minus 0.5. Right? Solving this, you are going to get your answer, right? But I don't want this. You have to study and you have to understand this, right? Go and watch our concept video and then come back to this again if you don't understand this. Let's move ahead. A batsman makes a score of 64 runs in the 16th innings and thus increases average by 3. Find his average after the 16th inning. Okay, we'll again see this example with two methods. A batsman makes a score of 64 runs in 16th innings. So and thus increases average by 3. Increases average by 3, that means his average of 15 innings, and we don't know the average of 15 innings. Let's take average of 15 innings. Average of 15 innings be x runs per inning, right? So what is total of 15 innings is 15 into x, that is 15x. What is total of 16 innings? 16 innings is 15x plus 64, right? This was the runs the batsman had made in 15 innings, and for 16th innings he has made these many runs. Again we have this information as well, that his average got increased by 3, so his new average is x plus 3 of how many innings? Of 16 innings, right? This is also total, right? This is also total, average into number of innings. So this is also total of 16 innings. This is also total of 16 innings. So this is equal to this. Solving this, we'll get 15x plus 64 is equal to 16x plus 48. So x is equal to 64 minus 48 is 16, right? What is asked? X is our average of 15 innings. What is asked? Find the average after 16th inning, and after 16th inning average is x plus 3, that is 16 plus 3, that is 19. 19 will be the right choice, right? I hope you are getting this point. There is also another shortest possible way, guys. See here how we can do this. He got 64 runs in 16th innings, right? And thus increases average by plus 3, right? Whenever we calculate average of 16 innings, right, he has distributed this plus 3 among 15 innings, his previous 15 innings, right? Whatever would be the average, the per inning runs got increased by plus 3, right? So he has distributed 45 runs for 15 innings, right? And what is remaining with him is 64 minus 45, that is 19. And now this is average of all 16 innings, right? Now this is average of all 16 innings, which is 19, right? Try to understand. Let's move forward. The average age of Jawans in army of 40 is reduced by 1 year when 10 men whose average age is 20 years are discharged. Okay, and 10 new men are admitted. Find the average age of new group joined the army. Okay, you can pause the videos and try to think on each and every question, right, if you want. The average age of Jawans in army of 40 is reduced by 1 year. So let's say this is a proud army of ours, right? So this is the army of 40 people, right? The average age is reduced by 1 year. That means total average age is reduced by, so total age reduced by how many years? Average per soldier got reduced by 1 year, so total reduced by 40, right? Total age reduced by 40. Why this has happened? Because 10 men whose average age is 20 years are discharged. So 10 men whose average age is 20 years are discharged. That means 200 has gone out from this camp, right? 200 age has gone out of this camp. Now if 200 comes back, what will happen? There would be no change in the age, but we are given that the total age has got reduced by 40. Total age got reduced by 40. So what will happen now? See, total age got reduced by 40. So if 200 comes, there would be no change. So what should become? The total age should become by 160, right? 160. Then only there will be a shortfall of 40, right? So 160 total age is coming back. How many people are bringing that? 10 new men. So 10 people are bringing. What should be their average age of the new group? So average should be 16. That's the answer. I hope you are getting this point. Revise this if you don't understand, right? Check again and again. Let's move forward. The average weight of 8 men is increased by 2 kgs when one of the men whose weight 50 kgs is replaced by a new man. Find the weight of the new man, right? So again, same example. There are 8 men in the camp. The average is increased by 2 kg. So the total increment is plus 16, right? Total increment is plus 16. Why this has happened? One of the man whose age is 15 gone out, right? Gone out. This has gone out. What should come? Plus 50 plus 16 should come back. So then only this will be plus 16. The total age, the effect of total age will be plus 16, right? So the new man should be of 66 kg. That's the answer choice. Hope you are getting this point, right? Try to understand this. Very easy techniques to cope up with averages, guys. Next one. I went to hotel along with 12 friends. I paid rupees 145 and all the others paid an equal amount. In the end, we did some calculations and found that the average sum paid by all of us was 5 rupees more than what was originally paid by each of my friends. How much money did each of my friends pay, right? So even if look like a lengthy one, right? again we have there are 12. He went with 12 friends, and let's say 12 friends paid some amount, x amount, right? This is per friend, right? So what is total paid by 12 friends is 12x. What is total of 13 friends? Total of 13 friends is 12x paid by friends plus this guy himself has paid 145. 145. This is same example we have just recently did, right? So this is equal to, this is total of 13 people. What is given in the end? We did some calculations, found that the average sum paid by all of us was rupees 5 more than what was originally paid by each of my friends. So each of friends paid x. Now the average was 5 more than this, right? This is average of 13 people. Again we have got the same thing. So 12x plus 145 is equal to 13x plus 65. X is equal to 80, right? What is asked, how much money did each of my friends pay, is what we take x only, so x is 80, so the answer will be 80. I hope you are getting this, right? If you don't understand, revise the things again and again, right? Let's move forward. In the first 10 overs of a cricket game, the run rate was only 3.2, right? We don't concern with only. 10 overs run rate is 3.2, so in 10 overs the team must have scored 32. What should be the run rate in the remaining 40 overs to reach the target of 282 runs? So 282 runs to be made in 50 overs. This is the target, right? This is the target the team has got, right? In 10 overs the team has already made 32 runs, right? So what is remaining runs they need to make is 250 in how many overs? 40 overs. What should be their run rate is 250 by 404. This 0 gone out. 4 6 25 1, that is 25. 6.25 should be the required average, required run rate. Run rate is nothing but average runs per over. I hope you are getting this point. Pretty much simple, guys. Let's move ahead. 12 years ago, the average age of a husband and his wife was 20 years. The average is same today. 12 years ago the average was 20 years. This was story of 12 years ago. 12 years ago. The average is same today when they have 2 children. What is the present age of the youngest child if they are taking? So 20 years, the average is 20 years, right? 12 years ago. What is current? Current average is 32 years of husband and wife. What is total? Total of husband and wife is 32 into 2, that is 64 years. This is total of husband and wife. What is given next? The average is same today. The average is same, that is 20 years only. But when they have 2 children, so average is 20 only when they have 2 children. That means 4 people. So total number of people are 4. So total is 80 now. Present current total is 80, out of which current total of husband and wife is 64. So what remains is 16. This is age of 2 children, child 1 plus child 2. And what is given? What is the age of youngest child if they differ in age by 2 years? So let's say one child is x, the next child will be x plus 2 is equal to 16, right? The sum of 2 children is 16. So 2x is equal to 14, x is equal to 7, x is equal to 7, and x plus 2 is equal to 9. 1 is 7, 1 is 9. What is asked? Youngest child, that is 7 years old. This should be the right choice. Otherwise you can go with option also, right? Options. Let's move forward. A team of 8 persons joined in a shooting competition. The best marksman scored 85 points. If he had scored 92 points, the average score for the team would have been 84. The number of points the team scored was. So again, if you read it once again, this is pretty much simple, guys. If he had scored 92, the average score for the team would have been 84. The average of 8, this is the number of people. average of 8 would have been 84. So what would be the total in this case? So 8 4 32, 8 8 64, 672 would have been the total, right? But this was expected when he had scored 92 points, but he has actually scored 85 points. That means 7 less than what is this total, right? His actual score is 7 less than 92. So the total will be 672 minus 7, that is 665. This is what the correct score of the team. Team score is 665. That's the answer. Let's move ahead. The average of first 3 of 4 numbers is 16 and the last 3 are 15. So let's see. Average of first 3 numbers are 1, 2, 3. Average is 16. So 16 into 3 is 48. 48 is the total of first 3 of 4 numbers, right? So this is fourth number also here. But the average of first 3 is 16. So total of first 3 is 48. And last 3 is 15. That means this last 3 is 15. That means total is 45, right? Last 3 is 45. Now let's say these terms are A, B, C, D. So we know A plus B plus C is equal to 48 and B plus C plus D is equal to 45, right? So if the sum of first and last term is 13, so A plus D is 13. This is also given to us. So if we solve this, A minus D, this goes out, A minus D is equal to 3, A plus D is equal to 13, right? What is the last number? What is the value of D? So solving this, we will add this. So 2A is equal to 16, A is equal to 8. If A is 8, D must be 5. So 5 is the right choice. I hope you are getting this. Let's move forward. Right? If you don't understand, come back, revise, right? And take your time, right? Don't have any hurry, but try to understand these things. These are very basic stuff we are getting here, right? Otherwise, if you got this 45, 48, so the difference is plus 3 than this, right? You can always go with the options, right? Let's move ahead. The average of 9 observations was 9. The average of 9 observations was 9. So the total number of observations was 9 and average is also 9. So total is 81. That of the first 5 being 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first 5 being 10, average is 10. So total will be 50, right? And the last 5 being 8, the total 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last 5 means this is. The total is 80. Total is 80. Now what is this total? Total is 40, right? So what is this total? 50 plus 40, 90, right? 90 is the total of these. But if you observe, this has counted twice. This has counted twice. And we know the total of 9 numbers is 81, right? And if this number is counted twice, this becomes 90. So that means this common number is 9. The common number is 9. I hope you are getting. You can just have experiment on 3 numbers, right? So let's say this is 3, this is 5, and this is 8. Let's say. So if you the total of these 3 terms is 16, right? And if you make the total of this 2 is 8 and these 2 is 13, so total will be 24, right? 24 would be the total. What is difference here? Total would be 21. Total is 21. What is difference here? Plus 5. Plus 5 is the difference. Why this plus 5? Because we have counted this here also and here also, right? That's why this plus 5 has got here. Similarly, plus 9 has got here, right? 90 minus 81, right? Hope you're getting this point. Let's move ahead. The average salary of workers in an industry is 200. The average salary of workers in an industry is 200 if the average salary of all technicians being 400 and that of non-technicians being 125, what can be the total number of workers? What can be the total number of workers? So this is purely allegation concept, guys. Allegation, fraction of seconds, and you'll get your answer, right? So technicians average salary is 400, non-technicians average salary is 125, and overall average salary of all workers is 200. That means we are going to get the ratio, of technical to non-technical. So how is going to get this? With allegation only. 200 minus 125 is 75, 400 minus 200 is 200. So the ratio will be 25 3, 25 8. 3 is to 8 is the ratio. If there are 3 technicians, there must be 8 non-technicians. What is asked to us? What can be the total number of workers? Okay, so the total, if there are 11 total workers, technicians would be 3 and non-technicians would be 8. When there are 11, when there are 22 workers, this will be 16 and this will be 6. What does this mean? We want the total workers to be multiple of 11 only, right? Total workers must be multiple of 11, then only this will hold true, otherwise that will be not be an integer, right? So our answer should be multiple of 11, because total workers should be multiple of 11. This is not multiple of 11, this is multiple of 11, this is not, and this is also not, right? So this is our answer choice. Let's move ahead. Okay, that's it from my side, guys. Aptitude do have shortcuts, but hard work doesn't. I hope you like this video and quote as well. Thank you so much. Keep watching, keep learning.